Me and you got into plenty of arguments because you kept saying you think you me, because you're not even understanding that I was you. Those stories that you was telling and saying and everybody thought you was the boogeyman, it was me, my team. We doing that. We making you look good. But it wasn't a point of getting recognition. This is a point of exposing you because you was trying to set me up. See, Nip wasn't going for that. The problem is you knew what was going down. You just didn't want to stop it. You could have. See, Nip wasn't going for that.
The youngsters get out and then they have to have an experience before they realize I should have checked in. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or I should have called, or I should have been moving a certain way. And so they get out and they might be under your banner, but then they not respecting the banner. They ain't calling you. They got your number, they know who you is, but they feel like they bigger than the program. You know, and you got a lot of dudes, like when I was here last time, that claim my neighborhood that's in this music shit, but they don't really fuck with us until it's a problem. Then they call him. Like Quando Rondo. I just showed Envy. Like, you can't call me now. You can't call me when the fire hot. You didn't fuck with me before that. You know what I mean? You had my number. You could have called me. You could have did all that. You know what I mean? But he was around about. But how is that fair to me?
Movie production in the hood. That's how we do it, you know, man.
Top flight, baby. Security.
GB running this here movie set in the hood.
Come on out here.
Coming out here and checking in with GB, getting these movies done. You better know it. You know what I mean? Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in,
oh well. Check your ass out.
We gonna check you in, all right. We gonna check it all of your equipment. We gonna check it all of your equipment.
YouTube family, what's that word, man? We got another one. I'm already convinced that Big U really might be that boogeyman. In my opinion, I feel he might have some ties to the Nipsey Hussle death. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. In this video, I'ma lay out the motive and all the reasons why. Also, all of the proof and all these video clips for why Big U might have wanted Nipsey Hussle gone. It does seem that this is money motivated, money related. I also feel like Brick Baby was aware that Nipsey Hussle may have been deceased due to some of the business that Big U got going on. That's just how I feel, bro. Listen, I'm gonna do my best in this video to show y'all what has me convinced that Big U might be attached to the Nipsey Hussle death.
I was Big Useless enforcer. I kept him safe. I kept a lot of people safe. I don't seem like I'm the toughest. Y'all be saying like, he don't look like a killer, but what a killer look like?
We got Slow Cannon, who admittedly used to be one of Big U henchmen. He the dude that yoked up Meek Mill and Rick Ross allegedly. He the dude that yoked up DJ Khaled. He the dude that be shaking people down for Big U. He the face for Big U allegedly. Now, he is obviously extra close to Big U. He clearly be around Big U when dirt is happening. You know what I'm saying? So he would know the mind that Big U is working from. Why? Because he used to be his enforcer. We gonna let Loose Cannon lay out the relationship before Nipsey Hussle passed away that Nipsey had with Big U. And hint, it wasn't a good one.
But we gonna get into the fight. Wait, not Big Useless, Big Uterus of you and Nipsey, the late great. I remember we on the phone, me and Tiny Draws, right? Tiny Draws was like, yeah, cuz called a meeting. I'm like, what who? He was like, you know, Nipsey and all of us and stuff like that. I said, I ain't going cuz I already know what it is, what it's about, right? Tiny Draws called me after the meeting and he was like, you right, cuz it's all about money. It ain't about trying to help us and put us in a position and stuff like that. I told him I want a verse from Nipsey and all that stuff, but he just kept bringing up money. Big Uterus hit my phone, was like, hey, cuz, I think I need you, you know, come down here or whatever because I think cuz dissed me. And mind you, he already took Nipsey's the equipment from Nipsey. So Nipsey went to go buy his own equipment, right? So we in the studio chilling. He hear the song Nipsey diss, right? And he was like, hey, cuz, is this song about me? So Nipsey stood up or whatever and was like, yeah, cuz it's about you. So he was drinking some water out of a water bottle and he threw it on Nipsey, right? He was like, we're gonna have to go get down or whatever. So he thought Nipsey was gonna back down. Nipsey stood up and was like, okay, cuz, let's go get down. And they were just dancing around or whatever like that. He was trying to get Nipsey or whatever, but Nipsey was just moving, dancing and stuff like that. And he couldn't hit Nipsey, so he got tired. So he knew he didn't get Nipsey the way he wanted to get Nipsey, right? So the next morning, he called the homies and stuff like that, and he went down there, and he was basically saying like, hey, we gonna come, nigga, you gonna have to get lined up for dissing me. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why? It's just about you and Nipsey. Why you have to bring the hood into it? This is really about money. So Nipsey said, all right, I'm gonna go in and go, long as you don't do nothing to me, the T word, right? Black Sim said, cuz my brother ain't going nowhere. You was like, nigga, you ain't from the hood or whatever like that. He was like, nigga, my brother ain't going nowhere. Pull Nipsey out, right? Fats and stuff like that was there. He was talking, him and Big U going back and forth, right? So Big Uterus fire on Fats, right? Boom, boom. Didn't do anything to Fats. Fats looked at him, gave him to him. Boom, bam. Big Useless failed. They over there trying to squabble or whatever. Black Sam, shot in the air.
I told you, I pulled that from Big U. I used him as my background of how I wanted this character to be perceived. Because the whole thing about how bad this guy was is when Ice Cube pulled the gun on him. He said, what you gonna do with that? Besides make me mad.
How close is Debo to your real personality?
Like I said, it's Big U. Debo's Big U.
Let Steve hear the music. Steve felt the same way I felt about the music. And I was like, boom. So I signed Nipsey to Unique Music, to my to Mr. Astrodome, to my label, to Unique Music. Steve was 10% management and I was 10% management because it didn't make no sense for us to go get another manager.
Right.
And so we started pushing on that. So I signed him to it. It was signed to a 10-year production contract, which started in 2009, which would end 2019.
Crazy.
Hello. But I ain't tripping off of that because, it is what it is. But I do have that. You know what I mean? So,
wait, so your deal with Nipsey was 10 years?
It was 10 years.
It was a 10?
It was 10 years, 25% of publishing to Mr. Astrodome.
Oh, wow.
Hello. But
this don't sit right with me, bro. You mean to tell me Nipsey Hussle, business-minded Nipsey Hussle, his name is Nipsey Hussle, he signed a 10-year contract? So Nipsey Hussle put his life into his music, took his time to write this music. He believed in his music, sold $100 CDs. And you mean to tell me Nipsey Hussle willingly signed a 10-year contract to you and then turned around and signed a 10% management contract to you and then another 10% to another dude? Bro, Nipsey Hussle was not no hoe. Nipsey Hussle been business-minded and business-oriented well before the rap, well before we knew about him outside of the LA scene. He been selling t-shirts, selling this, selling that, having businesses, having shops. Bro, Nipsey would not have signed no 10-year deal willingly if he wasn't getting leaned on, if it wasn't forced.
So 09 to 2019.
09 to 2019.
So technically, Victory Lap.
Hello.
Okay. Wow.
Hello. But so I signed Nipsey to Unique Music, to my to Mr. Astrodome, to my label, to Unique Music.
What other reputable artists we know is signed to Unique Music? Unique Music, bro, Nipsey would have been the flagship artist of Unique Music because it's not like it had a buzz previous to this. Why would somebody who business-oriented and a hustler and willing to go get it out the mud on their own go sign to a random dude in the hood that's an OG for 10 years.
So I signed him to it. It was signed to a 10-year production contract, which started in 2009, which would end 2019.
Crazy.
Bro, I can see if he said, oh yeah, you know, we did a 2-album deal, couple years, 10 years, bro. He was putting the squeeze on Nip. He probably was putting the squeeze on Nip for the last 10 years before Nip passed. And then notice, when did Nipsey Hussle pass away?
So I signed him to it. It was signed to a 10-year production contract, which started in 2009, which would end 2019.
Crazy.
What year did Nipsey Hussle pass away?
You was harassing Nip and Black Sam every single day about the shop. You needed to eat off that or whatever. Your business is closed down. And they told you can't get nothing off of that because you felt like you helped Nipsey get where he needed to be. But actually, he was grinding on his own. But let's talk about the details of the fight. You got into it, Black Sam and everything like that. Black Sam said you ain't coming out. He ain't coming out. You ain't taking him nowhere. Nipsey gets in the car and he looked at you and he said, listen, don't tramp treat me. And we good. I take the DP.
So Big U was not feeling Nip at all. Big U was mad. He wanted Nip hurt. He literally tried to get him DP'd because he made a song about him and because Nip didn't want to give him free money. Nip didn't want to let him extort him and just give him free money from his shop that he didn't earn. Big U had nothing to do with how he made his money, so he didn't want to pay him. But him being a big homie, you know, he's still around. You still got to be around the man. So, of course, he's going to find another reason to be upset with you. With that being done, he now trying to get the man DP now. You trying to put hands, feet, and all that on the man. Black Sam like, nah, I'm not with none of that. Because Black Sam know Big U been begging. Black Sam know Big U been trying to extort. And we ain't give him no bread. Now you trying to pull him out and DP him? Nah, I ain't with none of that. That's my little brother. You tweaking.
When Nipsey died, when he got shot, remember, all the grid workers be up there quick, fast, in a hurry, right? Nobody showed up. Nobody. You seen Rand Paul bust her ass, run. You seen Cowboy that had a thing on him. He run too. And it's like, then after when Nipsey on the ground or whatever like that, and y'all were trying to get him CPR, then they want to come back. But the 3 times, we talking about 3 times, people, Eric kept walking back and forth, talking. You get what I'm saying? Cowboy never said anything. Didn't pull him to safety, didn't do nothing, right? Nothing at all. But Cowboy and Big Useless, they had, they wasn't good with each other, right? Next thing you know, Cowboy and Big Useless is close after this, right? How come when Nipsey died, 2 days later, everybody's selling t-shirts, sweaters, jackets? 2 days after he died, you're all out there making money. They was making some good money out there. You get what I'm saying? Cowboy had enough money to invest, get him a shop downtown, do all the other stuff like that, and then eventually he smoked it off.
He's not lying about them selling t-shirts, bro, and making a load of money right after Nip death. And they wasn't no marathon t-shirts. This money wasn't going to Nipsey family. No. These was Crenshaw by Nature shirts, gang. They selling their own product. I know, because I went up there to go get one. I went up there to go support. I go up there, you know what I'm saying? Some Crip niggas sold me this. You feel me? Trying to charge me $65 for this, nigga. I'm like, I got 40-something, nigga. I got 40-something. Guess what? Still sold it. I still got the sweater. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, bro. They was making a killing up there, bro. Everybody who was going up there to buy the Crenshaw shirts, because, you know, everybody was going up there to support Nip. Everybody wanted to go support Nip. They basically, like, got ahead of it. Like, when they come up here to get Nipsey shirts, we gonna sell them these shirts and say like support for Nip. These are the only shirts that we got available right now. Mind you, these niggas don't work for Nip. These just some Crip niggas in the hood. Probably some employees that Big U had to set up shop. It'd be real sinister if Big U already had Crenshaw or whatever shirts printed up. If he already had shirts printed up before Nipsey died, because he knew when Nipsey died, if he already was ahead of it, if he knew when Nipsey died, soon as he passed away, people gonna want to come and get these shirts. Those shirts not gonna be available because the store gonna be closed. We gonna set up shop right outside and we gonna get that money. It'd be sinister. Now look, we don't let Loose Cannon run up a lot of content, bro, because he done left a lot of breadcrumbs. Like I said, he left a whole pan of bread, for real, more than breadcrumbs. But this was the icing on the cake, bro. The feds came to Adam 22 for one thing. They didn't come for Brick Baby. They want to know about the gun charges, want to get CCTV footage from the building and see all the felons that might have brought weapons in, all the felons that are on camera and the things that they might have been doing. None of that. They came because they wanted the cease and desist that Big U sent Adam, in which Loose Cannon said this.
So basically it's like, cause he'll be like, he'll manipulate things. Like we'll go and do something, and the same niggas we do it to show up to the house like 10 minutes later when we trying to, counting everything, right? And we be like, how the f they get that? Oh, well, we're gonna just give them like $40,000 back and stuff like that. But cause it's actually putting us in paperwork, right? And like doing like real police shit. I seen he get like 20 guns, and when he got 20 guns, he's selling them to the homies. But I'm like, why are you writing down the serial numbers? So it's like he was doing like shit like that, and I didn't catch on. So it was like, I'm waking up now. You get what I'm saying? Because
this
I'm
is high-tech shit.
I'm his right hand man. You get what I'm saying? So when it came down to like dirt and stuff like that, I'm gonna get it. You get what I'm saying? And then like one day,
you know why he wanted to get a dude back to 40, right?
Follow along as Officer Whack leads Loose Cannon to snitch on Big U. Now, in the midst of this extortion talk, he starts to also talk about Nipsey. It's in the documents. This extortion talk is in the documents. The Nipsey Hussle talk is in the documents.
I'm waking up now. You get what I'm saying? Because
this is high-tech shit.
I'm his right hand man. You get what I'm saying? So when it came down to like dirt and stuff like that, I'm gonna get it. You get what I'm saying? And then like one day,
you know why he wanted to get a dude back to 40, right? Because he was gonna make dude give him 20 for getting it back.
Of course.
And kept you out of it.
Of course. He did that to when I did that to Meek Mills and Rick Ross.
What'd you do to them?
So
the club, when you sweated them in the club?
Yeah.
Dude, and Meek and Rick have no idea that Draw sent you at him.
Yeah. No, yeah, they sent that because I called Ross. I'm like, Ross,
boy, this shit getting crazy.
Drop off the 50,000 and we're gonna let Meek live. We were doing a TV show like a while back, right? And I'm on a phone. He FaceTimed me. So he FaceTimed me and stuff like that. He was like, Nipsey just got killed. I'm like, sick, so I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him. I called Nipsey, and I'm like, Nipsey, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up with it?
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone, and I was like, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that.
Did you tell him the call you just got, or you didn't even mention it?
I didn't mention it. And that's what fucked up, because my cousin is Nipsey baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So it was like I could have probably stopped it, or it had it.
Stop what? Fuck you mean? That's fuck you talking about?
No, because listen. So after I talked to Nipsey and I was like, yeah, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that. I'll see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey. And so I'm like,
wait.
This is Officer Whack tapping in, or Officer Back, because I'm a blood. Officers, I got some content for you. I think we got something.
You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answer the phone.
Yeah. And
you
we
like
were just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30
never
minutes after you get out the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So
all
you
on
think
the
he hit
TV
you
show.
a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early because the homie Shitty double back 3 times. You get what I'm saying? And first he shot him, boom, go into the alley, came back and shot him, boom. It wasn't good enough, and then he came back and he shot him again. But now it's like
how did he know?
Yeah, no, but
that's crazy.
It's deep.
So much for being fresh. If the Fed's watching, I made it 41 years into this life before I had involvement, conversation with federal agents. And when they showed up, I was wearing a red Nike Tech. Not exactly the definition of fresh, but I got a crazy update. I'm going to do the Good Diligent podcaster thing, and I'm going to save it for tomorrow at 4 p.m. with Lush and some surprise guests. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. The 22ster has got a big update. Tap inwardly.
Now, when I saw that clip by Adam, I'm like, damn, Brick, it's over. Damn, Luce, it's over. Adam about to tell them folks everything. Come on, man. You know it's all about that bottom line for 16. So, listen, when I saw this, I'm like, damn, he about to tell him everything, bro. I hope Brick Baby ain't never tell this nigga something he shouldn't have told him. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't find out, though. They wasn't here for no CCTV footage. They didn't want to know about Brick Baby. They wanted to know about the big homie.
But while I'm in my house, I'm playing poker on my computer, a guy comes to my front door, and I didn't actually even know, but my girl was communicating with him through the box in the front of our house with the camera. She texts me. She says, a dude is here from the FBI, and basically he's trying to serve you with a subpoena. And so she told him, like a ride or die would, she told him, Adam's not here, and he's off at work or whatever. I forget what she told him. And so I immediately hop on the line with my lawyer. I say, what should I do? I don't want to, handle this situation wrong. Over and over and over, I've sat down with rappers or whoever who tell me about situations in which they divulge too much information to the police or whoever, and it ended up coming back to bite them. Especially, something that comes to mind is like Hurricane Chris, who caught a body that was blatantly self-defense. This is the thing that my lawyer comes back to me with. She said the feds were interested in one thing and one thing only. Because in my head, I'm thinking they're going to want copies of the podcasts that Brick or Luce were on. They're going to want to make sure that there wasn't anything in those podcasts that was edited out. So I don't think there's ever been something that Brick or Luce told us that they needed us to edit out. But the one thing that the feds wanted was the cease and desist from Big U to No Jumper, asking us to take down the episode in which Luce Cannon first made the explosive statements that suggested that Big U had previous knowledge of Nipsey Hussle's death. Now, that situation is very much outside of what was mentioned in the indictment. In the indictment, there's nothing about Nipsey. There's nothing about any of that stuff.
That's where you would be wrong, Cuck. Nipsey Hussle's name is sprinkled all throughout this Rolling 60 RICO complaint. His name is sprinkled all throughout it. Remember earlier, Luce Cannon told us about when Big U ran down on Nipsey Hussle, took his equipment, then tried to DP him because Nipsey Hussle made a diss song after Nipsey Hussle went and bought more equipment. That's in the Rolling 60s indictment. That right there goes to the motive. So just like I feel like Big U has something to do with Nipsey Hussle death, the feds also think it. And if the feds think it, typically they right. They documented that time when Big U tried to get Nipsey Hussle DP'd for no necessary reason, basically because he didn't want to let him friendly extort him. Now remember I mentioned Brick Baby earlier. I told y'all, I think Brick Baby may have had prior knowledge that Big U has something to do with it. Obviously, Brick Baby was locked up. He was in jail. So he clearly didn't have anything to do with it. But on the come home, Brick Baby a big homie in the big 6-0. He gonna know what's going on. And clearly, Black Sam felt like that too, because Black Sam wasn't feeling him either.
So yesterday, allegedly, it was a situation between Black Sam and Brick Baby. Now, yesterday, a lot of people flew out to check out the new store. Celebrities was in the building, as well as Nipsey Hussle fans. And Now, with this whole Black Sam situation and Brick Baby, if y'all don't know, Brick Baby, his little homie is Shitty Cuz. The name Shitty, that belongs to Brick Baby as well as the person that was convicted of killing Nipsey Hussle. Now, allegedly, they saying that Black Sam told Brick Baby he need to change his name. And that's when it went crazy, you know? That's when it went up, basically. You know, it was a altercation, and I get it. Because, like, even if you the big homie and somebody, your little homie, take over your name and then they go do some faulty shit out there, why should you change your name? But also, this is the altercation taking place. I'm going to pause it when you see Brick Baby, so y'all can officially see Brick Baby. Now, look. Now, I just paused it a little bit. As you can see Brick Baby right there by the dude that just jumped out. You feel me? So it definitely was something that took place yesterday.
I'm saying you're Black Sam. Like, okay, hold on. Wait.
Let's not ignore it. Look at your shoulder.
I don't know. Yeah, I got.
So you got an angel on one shoulder?
I got my man's.
Have you had a Black Sam burger yet? They got a marathon burger joint now.
Of course.
You went? Stop it.
It's been open for like a while.
It's down the street
for real?
from
Yeah.
I didn't go.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if you went.
I mean, I was there though.
Got to go have a
I
burger.
was there. I think everybody that was with me rather me stayed in the car. But we good though. Like we cool. But sometimes you don't want to just keep having them long talks in front of people. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So
It's
if you
the
see
time
Black
to play-
Sam, it's gonna be a long talk.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long talk. I mean, it depends. It just depends because we had a long talk. What was that? A year ago now?
That's what I was gonna say.
Complex
When's the
time?
last one?
But I remember Remo hit me up and be like, dude, Black Sam, Brick Baby just had a tussle.
A tussle.
I was like, damn.
A tussle.
Nah,
It was a
we didn't
moment.
tussle. Yeah,
A
it
moment
was
in time.
moment. Yeah, we had a little tussle.
Brick Baby and Nipsey Hussle also had a little fisticuffs before Nipsey Hussle died as well.
Speaking of fights, though, is it true that you fought like Nipsey before?
Man, who told you that shit?
I just heard it from like somewhere.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's crazy. Nah, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Well, I seen it on La Cam Capone, I think.
I said that.
Yeah.
What I was talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, it came up different. Because
Yeah.
I was saying how people be having opinions about me or something about because me and him had a fight.
Right.
Or what was it?
Yeah, I think that right. Or right. Past that though, right?
Me and Nip.
Good.
If I said that, nah, me and Nip, we had a fight, but that wasn't. I will give you this intel about the fight. So in the hood, we supposed to shake each other hand before we fight.
Yeah.
We homies, right?
Yeah.
So when I pulled up, I went to shake his hand. He just got off. Bow!
Oh, really?
I was sick, son.
God damn.
My boy, it's my brother.
Gangster.
Yeah, I tell you that much. I would.
Gangster. He just got over on you?
Yeah.
Now, I'll be real though. If he got off first, then you're probably at a disadvantage then.
But I think Black Sam just overall didn't really rock with Brick Baby because Brick Baby and Loose Cannon were both enforcers for Big U. And whether Brick Baby and Loose Cannon knew it or not, Big U was putting pressure, was trying to put the California squeeze on Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep trying to extort him, keep trying to take money from his shop. You see, he said he had him signed to a 10-year contract. Like, bro, just trying to just take money away from the Hussle family. You feel me? Overall, I don't think Brick Baby had much to do with it, but he probably has knowledge that this is real. So when Brick Baby see Loose Cannon, Slow Cannon going on a podcast talking about how Big U might have had something to do with Nipsey death, it make him a little uncomfortable. When he see him on camera talking about robberies that he did for Big U, it make him uncomfortable because he know he did that same work for Big U. Now, if you smart, you don't talk about crimes that you still committing. There's some people that be on podcasts yapping about crimes they still committing. If you committed them crimes 10 years ago, whatever, cool. Or if you got convicted of them crimes and you could talk about it freely, cool. But niggas that stopped hustling last year or still hustling currently, and they talking about their crimes on camera, this should be a lesson learned, bro. Whether you talking about them or people related to that they could, without a doubt, actually in a time frame, put you with them. If they could put you with them, you could go down in the RICO with them, bro. This is a lesson for everybody. Now, at the end of the day, bro, justice for Nip. Justice for Nip. Like, I ain't screaming free Big U. I am screaming free Brick, and I am screaming Loose Cannon, because I rock with them fellas, man. They entertaining. They definitely gave us a lot of good content, and it seems like even from behind the wall, they still giving us content. I'm gonna keep following up with the story, bro. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, man, the great. And I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, to just applaud my hard work and good faith that I'm gonna keep dropping this content for you, cause I will. We on Officer Wack Head Top, bro. Another video on Wack coming soon.
This bitch, she always want me at the crib. I just come through, drop off dick and weed and chill. Tonight, oh Henny, I ain't even pop a pill. Back out that nigga frontal, split that nigga wig. I love the smoke, I burn that nigga like a cig. Smoking up.